Gindo's Games! Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Gin Dokeshi.
I am the GateGeek.
And we are once again talking about Magic 2014. The final color, but not the final video. So we still gotta cover artifacts and lands and stuff, and we don't want to make this one too long. So, first we're going to talk about the Advocate of the Beast. Goes along with that red card we mentioned in the last video. What was he called again? Marauding Mulhorn?
Yep, and his effect was that he attacked each turn if able, unless you control the Advocate of the Beast, which combos well, since Advocate of the Beast just makes him stronger every single turn.
It's a lovely little combo, and even if you're not playing Mulhorn, this is still pretty good.
Beast is a pretty good creature type that has a lot of support from green. Red-green, pretty good, because just makes Mulhorn better, makes every other Beast card better. And he's a 3/3, he's a 2/3 for 3, excuse me.
Toss him in your Beast decks, and maybe in your draft decks as well.
Yep, can't go wrong.
Next we've got Bramble Crush.
Ooh.
Which is pretty cool, and I like it as far as green destruction goes. This is old. Not too old, mind you.
Yeah, this is definitely Innistrad.
Isn't it before Innistrad?
No, it is an Innistrad card.
Huh.
It feels older.
Yeah, the effect is older.
Yeah, the effect is... This is just an update.
Yeah.
And it's a very nice update. I, for one, like the non-creature part of it.
Mm-hmm.
This is very much green. Green doesn't really kill things too much.
They fight them.
Flying. Yeah, they fight. Yeah, it's very nice. Pick this up because you're not going to get too much green destruction.
Now next we have Briarpack Alpha. A wolf! For your wolf decks, if you have one. Although you might actually, if you were playing Innistrad.
Yeah.
In fact, this is from Innistrad, isn't it?
Dark Ascension, but yeah.
Dark Ascension.
It's pretty good. When it enters the battlefield, something gets boosted. It's a flash, so it's a combat trick.
And how often does flash happen? It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's showing up more in green lately, but it's a 3/3 for 4 with flash and a combat trick. Yeah, pick this up.
Really nice. Next we've got Brindlebore, which is really good.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice little chump blocker. Gain some life.
Mm-hmm.
It's great for filling out your deck. There are better alternatives, of course, but you can't go wrong with a Brindlebore or two.
Brindlebore is really nice as far as things go, and it always comes out fair for you in a trade, regardless of how you choose to go with it.
Oh yeah, it's just perfect.
Next we've got Deadly Recluse.
Always fun.
Spitters.
Yep, spiders, always fun, always manages to piss someone off.
Mm-hmm.
Always grab 1 or 2 because it takes care of those handy flyers. And just takes care of any of the big dudes. Grab this. It's a really good card.
Spiders are always a good way for wizards to reintroduce reach to, new players.
And it's cheap.
So why not? If you need something to fill out your deck as a defender, pick it up. And then we've got Elvish Mystic. I want my Llanowar Elves back.
I want my Fendhorn Elves back. We don't need 3 or 4 different copies of Llanowar Elves.
I don't know, man. I want to make a deck consisting entirely of Llanowar Elves.
If you count Arbor Elf, then you can have an entire deck based around that concept.
Just fill it with things that tap for green, or 1, even if you want to go with the snow one.
Tap for snow mana.
And then, I don't know, some big thing at the end, I guess.
No, just lots and lots of 1/1 dudes.
Give you more mana. And what do you do with that mana? I don't know, make more, I guess.
I don't know, whatever, man. It's not a good deck, it's just
It's a thing.
Why, wizards? Why?
By itself, though, Elvish Mystic is really good. I mean,
yeah.
Llanowar Elves has always been a good choice.
It's the foundation of green.
Mm-hmm. Next we have Enlarge!
Oh my god, it's a giant cat.
Oh my god, it's a giant kitty.
It's photoshopped.
Is it really? I don't know if it is.
No, I don't think it is. It just looks like someone photoshopped a giant cat into this sci-fi, into a magic card. It's pretty good.
Love it.
It's great for just screwing over people's combat plans.
I'm gonna win this turn. Or
Yeah.
rather, I'm going to kill all your dudes this turn.
Yep. Go, kitty.
Kitty cat, I choose you.
Kitty. Kill them all. Yay!
Yay. Unless, of course, he gets hit with a fog.
That'd be the worst. I love fog, and I hate it too.
Love fog. Glad to see it printed again. When was the last time this was in?
Last year actually. It's been.
Oh, was it?
They've had it pretty consistent the last few years because
Huh.
it's good. Like, pick this up.
I've been out of the
Green
loop.
Green has exclusive rights on this nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Grab it. It's great.
It's fog. Save yourself a turn. Don't die.
Do it 4 or 5 times in a row. Really piss people off, like I do.
Garruk, Caller of the Beasts, or Caller of Beasts. Now, were you saying this was the other new one?
Yeah, this is a new Planeswalker who I personally really like because I have a commander deck that's all full of big dudes. So his -3 lets me just put in the dude regardless of cost. Of course, it has to be green, but it's not that big a deal.
Mm-hmm.
Search 5 cards for a creature. Perfect. His
And
ultimate's amazing.
the ult is insane. Just whenever I get a dude, get any other dude, regardless of cost.
Mystic Elves all of a sudden become amazing late game.
I play an Elvish Mystic, and then I pull out an Eldrazi.
Oh god, yeah. This is my big buddy Frank. He's a really nice guy.
Frank, settle down.
Oh.
Garruk, jeez. He's really good. I don't know if he's going to see a lot of play in tournaments, necessarily.
No.
Because he costs 6.
Yeah, way too expensive, but this is casual fun at its best. Definitely in Commander. I'm going to throw this.
Commander.
I'm throwing this in my Commander Wurm deck.
Mhm.
Joking? It's amazing.
It's insane. Do it.
Truly outrageous. Oh my god, I can cast 3 creatures with this card. I have a worm that you can cast it while you're searching through a deck.
Oh, geez, it's true. That's nice.
It'll be super expensive, but I can do it.
You can. And then we have Garruk's Horde, which is pretty good. Not gonna complain.
Yeah.
Effectively makes your hand size larger.
Yeah, and it's just a nice big. It's an effective costing creature, which of course is green.
Very efficient, yes.
So yeah, it's pretty good. Pick this up for 7/7 for 7. Cast more dudes off the top of the deck, and of course, when you do, you can find another dude, cast that dude, and a virtual cascade if you have the mana.
Yeah.
And you're green, so you really should have the mana.
Mm-hmm. You'll always have mana.
Yeah, pretty good.
Next we have Giant Growth. Good old Giant Growth.
I prefer Mystic Growth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Giant Growth. It's a great combat trick. It's been around forever.
Always has been good.
Yeah, it's always been good. Grab it. It's good.
Use it.
Get some.
Next we have yet another spider.
Spider.
I believe the other contestant with Giant Growth for the longest time in who will be in the most number of sets. Core sets, that is.
Yeah, core sets. I'm looking at the sets. Yeah, Giant Spider skipped last year because they hate everybody.
Which means Giant Growth won.
Giant Growth, I'll skip 2 years.
Oh, did it? Who won?
Mm-hmm. I forget who won.
I thought it was Giant.
It might have been Giant Growth at the time because it's in more dual decks and side stuff.
Well, I think what I mean is who is in the longest continuous series of core sets.
5, 7.
And I believe it came down to Growth and Spider.
Spider won. Because it went to M12. And then they both just came back because Wizards just hates everybody.
Spider!
Why couldn't they just put it in 13? I mean, if it got cut because of Rancor, I'm kind of fine with that because I love Rancor. But god damn it, Wizards.
Spiders.
Ruining Magic!
Ruining Magic with their Gladecover Scouts. And
okay.
This is a really good card.
Yeah,
So,
it's 1/1 hexproof. I like hexproof on bigger dudes. But you can pump her up.
oh yeah, I mean, you're playing green. You're gonna pump her up.
Definitely.
Giant Growther.
Exactly. Otherwise, I like my hexproof on more beefy creatures.
Beefy creatures, you say? How about a sliver? A Groundshaker Sliver.
It's expensive, I'll give you that.
What is 5/5 with trample?
For 7. And you got no
And it's a
mana slivers
sliver.
in this set. Haha. Haha.
I believe you're wrong.
Shit, is there a mana sliver in this set?
Yes.
Son of a bitch! God damn it.
We'll get there. We'll get there. For now, though, Trampling Sliver.
For that
It's a
price.
5/5 for 7.
No, it's like a 30 billion flying double striking lifelinking sliver. Because they all
Yeah.
bounce off each other.
Oh, you'll definitely be building up into this guy.
Oh yeah, he's
So
your
he
bomb.
may seem kind of expensive, but he'll be the bomb, the common bomb.
Yeah, he'll come down and all you do is will trample and screw up everybody's plans. And then kill you. And then gain life.
Yay! Next we've got something for a similar cost, but a completely different effect that is still ridiculously awesome. Howl of the Night Pack.
Yep, been around for a while. Was always pretty good. Definitely, especially for limited sets or more casual formats. Because you can just bomb this and it's like, oh my god! And since it's green, you should have every single force in play all the time by turn 7. If not, you're probably doing it wrong.
And this is... I just really like this as a follow-up to, well, I don't know, any creature-destroying sort of thing. Wrath of God? Okay, I'll just play another 7 dudes at least.
Just wolves would come and eat you.
Suddenly wolves.
Suddenly wolves. Oh god.
Hunt the weak? What's it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, make a dude stronger and then they fight. For 4.
Nah. 4.
Nyeh.
I'm not the biggest fan of the fight stuff. It fits better in certain cards, but
I like the mechanic, it's cool, it's flavorful,
yeah,
but
this is pretty terrible.
it's kind of terrible.
This should be like a 1 or 2 costing card. Because fight
Probably
isn't
like the
that
last
big,
card you'll take out of the pack.
and then you'll just throw it away. Because it's terrible. Don't get this card.
I want to talk about something that's not terrible though. We got Into the Wilds.
Yeah, that's not terrible.
We were talking about having
Yeah.
all the lands ever.
This is great. It's just slivers. Sorry.
It's okay,
Yeah.
no slivers for a little while. We'll get there.
I can see it, and it's taunting me. But yeah, this is all these types of cards, since they're really pushing the top of your library stuff for some reason.
I don't mind it.
I don't mind it either, but obviously Mario confirms top of the library mechanic because of 2014.
Doubtful.
Doubtful, but it's cool. It's definitely neat. The only bad part is, okay, let's just look at the top. Okay, cool. I thought it said play with it reveal. But yeah, that's nice. It's always nice. There's a creature versions. There's all sorts of fun stuff. But
Good
can't
stuff.
go wrong.
Next we have a Hydra. Oh, I love the Hydras.
Mm-hmm.
Comes in big, gets bigger.
Oh.
And even at the initial cost size, it's not bad at all.
Oh no.
4/4 for 5 with trample.
And it's whenever it attacks.
Oh, not when it deals damage. That's...
No. It's just when it attacks, it doubles on each creature you control. So that makes it fantastic. So it's basically an 8/8 if you're swinging, unless you try and kill it.
Now, while we were talking about fun mythics, this is one that's going to see tournament play.
Yeah, this is.
I can't see this not.
I can, depending on what the format does, but this is much more viable as a fun mythic than other ones are.
I mean, Big
'Cause-
Green Stompy, it's gonna love an 8/8 for 5.
Mm-hmm.
That next turn turns into a 16/16 for 5.
It has to survive though,
And then a 32/32.
It is definitely very fun.
I know it dies to Doomblade, but come on, man.
Yeah, it will, and it depends on what the format, what happens, and which will all be determined by what happens in Tharos or whatever's coming up.
Theros, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Greek
definitely
set.
fun. I will agree that I would want this to see tournament play because it looks really fun.
Mm-hmm.
But whether it will or not, we'll have to see. I haven't done tournament playing. We haven't done tournament stuff in a long time, so
We'll find out.
we'll find out.
Next we have Kalonian Tusker, which is, I mean, it's only vanilla, but it's pretty good vanilla.
Yeah, I mean
3/2 for 2.
We've seen this before. Not this card specifically, but we've seen this type before. Last time it was an elf, I believe.
I think
warrior. So. Yeah, it's pretty good. Grab this card if you're mono green.
Hyper efficient green. Good stuff.
Go for it.
Next we have Lay of the Land. That's a reprint, right?
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse now.
I fucking hate you. No more reference. No. What?
Always more references.
I'll just take the Apocalypse reference.
Okay.
That was a good set.
Oh yeah, it's really good, and the card's okay.
Yeah, you can't go wrong, and it's great since you'll probably be using this in draft or limited where you need those multiple colors. It's fantastic. It doesn't put into play, but it still gets you anything you need to get.
Agreed. So any kind of multicolor deck might use this kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, definitely more in the limited formats than constructed.
And now, GateGeek gets very upset.
There's two of them there, and they're looking at me.
Manaweft Sliver.
It has tentacles.
And it gets manas.
All your dudes are now mana dudes of any color.
It is a functional reprint of the Time Spiral one.
Which I actually like that one, because it's Time Spiral.
It was quite shiny too.
Indeed.
With its gems and stuff.
Yep.
And this one looks pretty cool too. It's kind of elfy.
Yeah, it's definitely what they're going for with each one is they're trying to emulate, I suppose, like goblins or barbarians or...
Yeah, that makes
orcs.
sense.
Makes sense flavor-wise, I suppose, of Slivers trying to incorporate their environment.
Honestly, I think this one's more it kind of trying to copy trees.
That's actually the next one.
Well, no, I know that, but this one, see, it's got the tentacles reaching for the sunlight.
Yeah.
And it's got the fingertips that are growing like roots.
This is a must-have for a Sliver deck, especially since you'll probably be running multiple colors. This will fix all your mana issues and get out your bomb immediately.
That bomb being Gigantic Sliver. Crunchy Sliver Man.
It's a 6/6 for 6. That's pretty good on its own.
Plus whatever else you got.
Which will include flying, because it just grows wings, because it can.
Because shut up.
Yeah. Because science. Or
Sliver
magic
science.
in this case. Yeah. Yeah, it's... This is one of your other bombs in the Sliver decks. You put this in here and all your dudes all of a sudden are just ridiculous.
Oh. It's not a bomb by itself. It makes everything bombs.
It's decent by itself.
Oh no, I mean, it is a bomb by itself, but it also makes all your other things bombs.
Yeah, this is, if you get your hands on this and some common slivers, that alone can help you win a game.
Next we got Naturalize. Good old reprint Naturalize.
It's good at what it does.
It's standard.
Yep. Get it if you need it.
Toss in your decks, do stuff. Shrug. Moving on. Oath of the Ancient Wood. This is new, right?
Yep, this is new.
Now, whenever it or another enchantment enters the battlefield, you get +1/+1 counters on a creature.
Yep. For just that enchantment theme we see every so often. For green, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Green really favors enchantments. I talk a lot about Rancor. Rancor is perfect with this since it can bring itself back after being destroyed. And it just makes it ridiculous. But yeah, this is fantastic. Low cost. If you got enough enchantments to help you out, and there's a couple down below that we'll take a look at that are pretty good. It's good if you can support it.
Just, I guess you'd have to be playing the Enchantress deck.
Yeah, or if you have enough enchant creatures to justify it. But yeah, definitely an Enchantress type deck.
Next we have Plummet. It's shit.
Yeah, it's very extraordinarily situational. Probably never going to use it.
It's the only kind of kill card that green is ever going to get, mind you, because green only gets to kill flyers.
Yeah.
Because reach.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't pick it up if you don't have to.
No.
And now we get to move to another sliver.
God.
This is probably the best one.
It's the basic sliver.
It's the bear.
Yeah. 2 for 2 basically. all slivers get +1/+1. This is
You
the
will
basic
want-
common sliver that you will have 4 of in your deck.
Basically every time.
Yeah, it's a foundation.
And then I'm going to put it in my old school sliver deck, so I will have a total of 12 of these essentially. 8 of them green, 4 of them white.
You could just have a deck of these.
Just play all of them at once, and they'll all be 13 13s for 2 mana apiece.
Hooray. Don't you just love slivers?
Yep. Don't you just love them?
I hate you.
Love them to bits. We can move along, though.
Something interesting.
Primeval Bounty. This is a weird enchantment. And I
Yes.
like it.
It's got a bit much to it. So basically, anytime you do anything, something good happens to you, which is the best kind of enchantment. Of I just did something, and now I have a dude, and now that dude's bigger, and I have 3 life for some reason because I played a creature land card, which can happen. But
Sometimes.
yeah, like once. But yeah, this is a pretty good enchantment. Definitely more casual focused. Commander,
Mhm.
definitely. Even though it doesn't do every other player, it's still pretty good for what you want it to do. It's fun.
It's fun and just, I don't know, it's really nice to just be, whenever you do anything at all, you get bonuses. There's nothing wrong with this kind of card. And it's not expensive enough for it just to be a win more card.
It's expensive enough to where you won't see it too often, and it's not a win more card.
It's
It's
more of a
definitely-
sustain through the mid game sort of card.
Yeah, this is definitely when I say Commander, because Commander takes such a long time, or
Mhm.
can take a long time. This is perfect when turn 6 is not towards the end of the game. You throw this down, and it just helps you. Anything you do helps in some way.
Mhm. Now let's move to an interesting combat trick. Ranger's Guile.
Yeah, I like it. 1 mana.
Is this new?
I believe it is. No, it's Innistrad.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. It's still pretty good.
Really good.
Saves a dude from death. It can invalidate. I believe it can validate spells, but it's nice.
Well,
Screws
you
over
would just
people.
cast it in response anyway.
Yeah.
And it would then invalidate it because it's no longer a legal target.
Aha! Green counter spell.
Green counterspell.
It's still pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good. Next we have our good friend, Rootwalla.
Hi, Rootwalla.
He
It's
gets
been a
bigger
while.
once. It's simple.
Yeah.
It's fun.
He's not too great, but he's fantastic for a core set because he just
Mhm.
teaches you. Oh, his ability is kind of okay, but it kind of teaches you some of the mechanical stuff.
Right.
He's not that terrible.
And it's a decent combat trick.
Yeah. Surprise.
A fight between that and our next card, Rumbling Baloth. I don't know. Rootwalla's better on your curve.
Yeah, much better on your curve. Rumbling Baloth is good and limited
Mm-hmm.
because he's a solid creature and efficient casting.
Will round out your
can-
armies very nicely.
You can splash Rootwalla a lot easier than you can Rumbling Baloth. And nothing's wrong with Rumbling Baloth. He's pretty okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's a vanilla guy on your curve. There you go.
Next we've got Savage Summoning.
This is
Really
fun.
nice.
I love it because you can't counter it. Or you can play this other card. That also can't be countered. And he just gets bigger because fuck your opponent.
I really, really want this guy, and he will be awesome.
Exactly. And 1 mana. Usually this is usually this is kind of expensive. But 1 mana? Yeah. This is definitely a sideboard card against that one guy who has that one stupid counter deck, and he stops you no matter what you do. You know who I'm talking about. It's always that one guy. Sometimes it's myself. And this gets through anything you want, and then it gets Doombladed.
It's also really nice that it gives the card Flash. I like that as well.
Yeah, I like that too. And this is also an instant, so end of turn shenanigans will occur. I can see this being used in constructed formats.
Mm-hmm. Or even just in middle of enemy combat.
Oh yeah.
I need another defender. Go.
Surprise, wipe the field.
Next we have Scavenging Ooze.
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 This card's needed to be reprinted.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastic in the older formats. We can get rid of stuff for Tarmogoyf and all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually reprinted from Commander, which has not happened all that often, gentle viewers. Because most things are usually printed somewhere else, then go to Commander. But it's pretty good. It's really pretty good.
It's really nice.
Yeah, definitely more so outside of Limited though, but in Limited, it's still not bad.
Yeah,
Nice
even in
ability.
Limited, I mean, it's a 2/2. It's a bear to start off,
Mm-hmm.
and then if it's later game, there's plenty of targets for you to just keep buffing it up.
Indeed, it's very good.
Next, we got Spore Mound. I like it.
Yeah,
I wish it was a little bit cheaper, just so you could take advantage of the lands entering the battlefield more often. But it's probably at that price for a very good reason.
yeah. I honestly would like to see this at 3, or yeah, definitely at 3, being like a 1/2,
Mm-hmm.
possibly a 2/2, but make it a weaker creature, but keep the effect so you can take more advantage of the green sapperling stuff. But otherwise, I feel it's a bit weaker where it is right now, but it's still not bad. It's still fun.
Yeah,
It's a fun card to play.
definitely fun card. Not necessarily your constructed powerhouse, but it's good stuff for what you got. Next up, we have our only other instance of Regenerate in the set, Trollhide.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Not bad. All of the enchant creatures really this set are pretty good.
Yeah, it's because last year they had the best enchant creature of all time, so I guess they're trying to make up for it.
Yeah, I guess
But-
they're trying to follow up with something not quite as awesome.
Yeah, something that's actually good for once. But yeah, this is
Good for the
Really?
game, you mean?
yeah. But yeah, this is pretty good. It's 2/2 regenerate. Regenerate's actually really powerful. Keep in mind it does not bring your stuff back from the dead. It's not
Just
what
keeps
it
it
does.
from dying.
Yeah, it creates a shield. Think of it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's still pretty good. If you need a bit of an extra boost, you can slap one of these in your deck.
Next we have Vastwood Hydra. Did not expect them to have more than one Hydra in the set. But I'm not complaining.
Yeah, it's unusual, but another hey kids, this is what X means.
This is in fact what X means.
The most notable part is they took a keyword from a previous set and basically put it on Vastwood Hydra. If you remember
when it
modular.
dies, distribute.
Yep. If you remember modular from the original Mirrodin, when it dies, distribute
yes.
all your stuff. So this is fantastic. You might even want to kill your own creature to make all your other deeds better. So this is in a black-green deck, might be actually pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Sacrifice it just in case.
Yep. It's really great. Even for obviously it's more of a late game card, but even if it dies, Doomblade, not even Doomblade can help you.
Not even Doomblade will save you from the damage that Vastwood Hydra provides. Yay! Next we have Verdant Haven. Good old enchant land. Gotta have one in the set.
This is oddly a Gate Crash card, one that just came out.
It's really weird that they'd only just reprint it now.
Yeah, that's incredibly unusual, but
Maybe they just didn't want to have more than one in the format?
I don't know. I thought the Gate Crash was still in the format.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't want to have more than one kind of effect like this.
Possibly, they might have just needed a hold filled, for all we know.
Quite possible.
It's still not a bad card.
Mm-hmm.
Gain 2 life, add an extra mana. Usually I'd like that a cheaper, like a 2 or 1.
Mm-hmm.
But right common, it's 3.
And it'll be pretty decent in your draft decks whenever you need. I mean, it adds 1 mana of any color, and
Oh,
in
yeah.
draft fixing is fairly important. So
There you go. So the only weird thing about it is, why are they reprinting it now? It's been like 4 months.
I don't know. Voracious Wurm. Eh?
Not bad. If you're doing a green-white life gain deck, this is pretty fantastic.
Otherwise, it's a bear.
Yeah, 'cause unlike other cards, it doesn't, where it's a bear and then it gets better. You've really got to set up for it.
Speaking of, I just realized there's no bear in this set.
Aw, I was actually building a bear deck too.
Huh. I guess it's because they've got Predatory Sliver in there.
Because of slivers. You killed my bears! God damn it!
There will be bears next time, I'm sure.
Whatever, I'll just windstorm them all. Teach you to fly.
It's only if they have flying.
Yep. Oh, yeah, they'll have flying. It's slivers.
But it's a blue rare. They're not
They'll
going to have it in draft.
Doesn't matter. They'll still find a way. They'll have shadow too somehow. That won't even make goddamn sense. Banding and all sorts of nonsense.
We'll just give them all morph. That'll make sense.
God damn it. I hate slivers.
Windstorm.
Another hurricane.
Yeah, but Hurricane at least could deal damage to players, right?
Oh yeah, it could. This is actually fucking terrible.
It's really bad.
Definitely sideboard in case your guy is playing blue slivers.
It's even worse than Plummet. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. At least you'd be able to green fireball. But not anymore.
Nope, not with this one.
Next card's pretty good.
Witchstalker.
Yeah. 3/3 for 3 with hexproof. This is where I like hexproof. On 3/3 creatures. And even better, it just gets bigger. Because blue and black like to fuck you over. And Witchstalker goes, oh no you don't.
Oh no you didn't.
You try to doomblade my guy? I'm a 4/4. What you gonna do?
You just making me angrier. You don't like me when I'm angrier.
Grab this card, guys. Girls.
Oh yeah.
Duders. Pick this up. It's fantastic.
And it kind of works well with the witch from before. Because usually it's a hunter of witches.
Moving on.
That's all there was with that, really. I'm sorry. Moving on, we have our last green card, Woodborn Behemoth. It's interesting.
I like it because it definitely fits in the you play this late game. In which case it's a 8/8 trample for 5.
And you don't even have to play it all that late. I mean, you're playing green.
Yeah.
You might very well have all those lands by turn 5.
I've won a sealed tournament with an 8/8 for 5 with trample. So yeah, basically by itself. So yeah, that's a really, really good in sealed or draft, and it's uncommon, not rare. So yeah, pick this up.
Even before you have 8 lands, it's still decent.
Yeah, just sit there, fetch a couple lands, boom, you're good.
Hello, I'm huge. You die now.
Bye-bye.
Good stuff. So alright, that has been the last of green. Next time we're going to talk about artifacts and lands and just wrap the whole thing up. So thanks for watching, everyone. I've been Gin.
I've been the GateGeek.
And you've been watching us talk about a card game. Bye.
Bye-bye.